So
Return that.
when you tell stories, how many stories do you tell?
Yeah.
How much wood could a woodchuck cut?
That's right. So they have those too.
I can answer that one. A woodchuck, all he could if a woodchuck would.
There you go.
Gina 60 was wrong.
I had it already.
Well, see, this is stuff I would take notes on. This is like, I don't know how Whitney wants me to take notes on that thing. It's on the board, I'm writing it.
That camera in your way?
How many different ways can you write the same word that may have different meanings? Huh?
Como, 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 como. Those are two sentences.
Well, the first one's got
So
an
you'll
accent.
notice, and I missed that on the other one. Well, not really. So, how do I eat? I eat how I eat.
I eat how I eat. And
This is stupid. That's a woodchuck, right? It makes no sense.
You
Peter
had-
Piper
you
picked
had
up
me-
people peppers.
You had me so convinced that Spanish was a much better language than English, and now you're really throwing a.
Yeah, I waited till the 8th lesson to do that to
I
y'all.
eat.
Just the they're in the where.
How do I eat? I eat, how I eat?
Yeah.
Okay.
How do I eat? I eat how or the way I eat.
I eat the way I eat.
How? Oh, not how. You and I got confused. When you tell stories, how many stories do you tell?
Well, at least on those, some of the words are spelled differently.
Yeah. But what's interesting is this is the same word.
Is this gonna be on the final?
Yes, it is.
So I think the answer is going to be context, but
It is the answer.
the next to the last word look exactly the same, no accent mark different, even that.
Which word?
This word and this word, or
Yeah.
this word and this word look exactly the same.
Yeah.
So is it just context of where it
It
fits
is.
in the
So
sentence?
this word is really the same as this word.
But there's an accent mark.
And the reason it is como is most commonly used for como está.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, how are you? That's most frequently used. It means how. But if you ever read that phrase como está and you read it written out, it will always have an accent mark when it's a question. And that tells you, when you're reading it, it tells you it's a question.
Well, wouldn't the question mark tell you that too?
Yes. That's a pretty good observation. What's interesting is, I think that should have an accent mark on it because it's an interrogatory. So,
Sort of.
who, what, when, where, why, how.
Telling you to put that sort of voice inflection on it to make it sound questioning. Who, what? Who, when? Don't mix them up on mine. Como smell.
Isn't there another interrogatory? Who, what, when, where, why?
Where, how?
Who, how?
Who, what, when, where, why, how, why? Who, what,
No, there's
when,
only-
where,
How much?
why?
There's only 5 questions, according to.
Okay. I need to fix this one right here.
Yeah, as you said, it's 2 words, isn't it?
It's 2 words, Forte.
Yeah, for what?
For
Which one
what?
did you change? Oh, 26. Oh.
And those are good to know because you're gonna use those words all, I mean. But the same word, without an accent mark means kin, but it's a statement. Like if we say, who did it? Or if I say, the one who did it, that's not asking, that's a statement. You wouldn't have the accent mark.
Oh.
What? So you say, what, que pasa? What's wrong? Or what's happening? But if I say, this is what's happening, es lo que pasa, you wouldn't have an accent mark. So it's just interrogatories. They're good to know. Have y'all done interrogatories in your class? Interrogatives? So you know all those words?
Derogatory.
I want to show you a different
It's
though.
different than interrogatory.
Somebody, does anybody have a Spanish Bible available? Oh, you do. Look up,
Yeah, I do.
look up John 3:16.
Well, we don't need to bring those. We never used them last time.
So, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Did I hear you correctly when you said that they don't, in Spanish, you don't capitalize words like Mexico or France?
I think countries you do,
Mexican.
One.
but if you're saying nationality, you don't.
Okay.
And there's another one. Months of the year, days of the week are not capitalized.
What, chapter 316 you said?
3:16. Actually, everybody, if you can, if you know the Bible,
I forgot mine.
it says,
16.
I want to read it, I want to quote it to you, because I had to memorize this in language school 40 years ago.
What are you look, what are they looking at?
John 3:16.
Oh, John, oh, that's okay.
It's on page 104 in the Spanish section. 105.
Huh?
They bring a Mexican
Turn off your phone.
And he gave me some, we got it.
All right. Are you guys have it open? Do you want to read it? Why don't you read it out loud?
Me? Because I was already reading it.
Yeah, why not?
It's the verses. The
Verse 16, start at 16.
16.
Wait, so I'm on the wrong section. I did 16 here, and I was going to read verse 13. I got confused. The Bible was confusing.
So this is chapter 16. Once you go to chapter 3,
Oh, see, you threw me off here.
and then look for verse 16.
Oh, cool.
Where we going, John 3:16?
John 3:16.
Yeah.
So you want me to read it?
Yeah.
Porque de...
Or how about your daughter? I asked her first, didn't
Okay.
I?
She
I
was
asked
just
Dustin
upset.
first, I'm sorry.
Well, I thought she was upset because you were reading the other one. That's why I asked.
Day ago, Maria, Amo, Dios, Al, Mondu, K, Ha, Daro, Su, Po, Para, K, Toro,
Is it is that how you say that?
What is it?
It's UNI.
That's a hard word. Unigenito.
Unigenito.
K,
Kudo.
Pero,
Raquel.
Acá, K, here,
I would assume this is Cree. What do you,
Cree.
how do you say it? CREE?
Yeah, cree.
Cree.
here, say, Hanga, B,
So these are pronounced with B's, so it'd be the
Brenda was trying to go
So-
back to that.
I know.
I'm just gonna break down a few of these phrases. Porque, when I did this one, difference than porque. Porque is why. It's a question. And you notice the accent is over the E. Accent over any of these interrogatives makes the question. Porque. But porque is because. Okay?
And it's one word there.
So that, for that, if you look at, for what?
For what?
For what? For why? For what?
For
For that, or because of. I should have asked you what that is of. Tal means so much. So much. Of so much. Manera is a way. Of such a way or a mannerism. So, because of such a mannerism, or because of such way, past tense love. We've been doing the invitó, visitó, amó, loved. That's supposed to be an S on the end. Well, that's a funny looking S. What is al?
The word.
of the,
Not of the.
wait,
The.
It would be a el mundo.
Personal.
Very good. Personal a.
yeah, so yeah.
Mundo is a direct object and it's people, so it becomes al. Mundo is world. That. This is a verb form that has to do with
Oh, that's
past
world.
perfect. Yeah, mundo is world.
Yeah. Oh, I thought that's what you were asking, sorry.
Yeah, I'm over here now.
Oh,
Que ha dado. This is a has given. So ha dado, has given. What is a su? We said it's a
You.
possessive, your, or because it's third person, it could be his. His. Unigénito is a strange word, only begotten in English. Uni has that idea of one. Genito is gendered, is only gendered, or engendered, like you engender a child. That's not the word we use when we talk about birds and bees, but you're engendering a child. So his only engendered one, so that, or in order that, everyone that believes. We talk about creeds, like you have these creeds. Well, that's that word that has a creed in him. Notice there's an accent mark because el without an accent mark means the. With an accent mark means he or him who believes in he. No se pierda, will not be lost, get lost. Spanish has a type of verb called reflexive verbs. Reflexive verbs are verbs that act on themselves. This is one of the reasons I love Spanish.
This verse is making me not like Spanish. This is way too much. It could have been simpler than that.
It could have been,
Or
but
does
I'm
no,
sorry.
no say pierda. That means
No reason to
no
love
one
Spanish.
should. You just said it, I'm sorry, I was,
no one that should be, no se pierda, not be lost. And it's actually literally saying lose it, would not lose itself. And the reason I say I love Spanish is because in Spanish, those kinds of things, you don't drop something, it fell itself on you. You don't forget something, it forgot itself on you. Right? It's a funny.
Maybe I'm missing something, but the way you're phrasing it is like you lost it when it implies that you had it to start with, but you didn't have it to start with.
Well, in the Spanish,
Yeah.
that it would not lose itself.
But am I understanding you right? It's like you the way it's in Spanish, it implies that you had it and you didn't lose it. as opposed to not having had it to start with.
I'm trying to get my brain to wrap around that thought. I mean, we said shall not perish, right? Is the English shall not perish, shall not be lost. The feeling of it in Spanish is that whoever believes in him would not be lost, would not lose themselves. Mas means but, and this, I told y'all, I think we've looked at mas before. Mas and pero, P-E-R-O, are both forms of but mas is the more literary, pretty form of the conjunction but. Benga is to have life eternal. And I really mainly did this because of this porque and porque. Whenever I say porque and porque, I think of that commercial from our childhood.
Parquet.
Parquet, butter.
Margarine.
Parquet, no, butter. Butter. Parquet.
It's easy though, because like one is why? Because.
It is, it's exactly right. And the difference is the accent mark. All right, let's talk
I'm kind of with him. I kind of understand where you're going with,
to the lost.
because perish to me means death. If something perishes,
But does that mean it was alive before?
if something perished,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they fell off the boat, they fell off the cruise ship, and they perished.
I don't know, does perish only mean like if, because you wouldn't say my house burned down, like my house perished, would you?
Right, because
If a car
it was
perished.
never alive to begin with, right?
Yeah.
But the fruit, the vegetables perished with a
Yeah.
perishable date. So it does seem, in the word perish does insinuate that something was alive.
Yeah, it was.
It's like you had
And if
salvation.
you get this, you'll have everlasting life.
Yeah,
You
it's-
never will perish.
Yeah.
Like when I read it in Spanish, it's the way I hear it is like you had salvation and because you believe you didn't lose
But
it.
there's no, the word salvation is not in here.
Yeah, well, I mean,
So,
It's just saying you'll not
contents
you'll
we
live
know
forever,
it's
basically.
not.
You won't die. You'll live.
he who believes in him will not come to an end of their life. And it really means will not be lost. It's what it really means in Spanish. They will not
Yeah.
you will not be lost. And isn't that funny how English will talk about, I used to be lost, but now I'm saved. I didn't mean for this to turn to a theology class, but
oh no, that's just, that was
it's
me.
interesting.
What does paired there to say? What is that?
Yeah, I wrote these down because these are reflexive verbs. Perderse is where this is coming from. And this is the infinitive form. You remember we talk about hablar, trabajar, we have an AR on the end. You might recall I told you there are AR, ER, and IR verbs. And so these are, this is an ER verb, and that se on the end makes it reflexive, which means it happens to itself. Another one is callarse. And so these are verbs, when you conjugate these, you would say, here's another one, romper, se. So anytime you see that se on any word at the end, it's something that happens to itself. It's a reflexive, it reflects back on itself. And when you conjugate them, or you,
Can you give an example?
yeah, okay, so callarse is to fall down. Perderse is to be lost. Olvidarse is to forget. Romperse is to break. Okay, so when I say, if I knocked your coffee off on the ground, I wouldn't say I knocked your coffee off. I would say your coffee fell down on me. Se me cayó. It's the past tense.
Because of me.
I am the indirect object. Se is the reflexive. It on me fell down.
Like, hey, this check's on me. That sense, not it fell on me personally. It didn't handle me.
It kind of fell because of me, but it's the one that did the falling. I'm not at fault. Let's go to romperse. You're holding a glass, it falls on the ground and it shatters. It broke itself on me. I didn't break it. You know, in English, well, who broke this? In Spanish, on whom did this break? Or they actually might ask, who broke it? ¿Quién lo rompió? Who broke it? And I would say, se me rompió. I was playing y estaba jugando y se me cayó.
And it
It fell
broke
down
itself.
on me and it broke itself on me. It's just kind of a funny way. I love Spanish because nobody's at fault. I didn't lose my keys, they lost themselves on me. I didn't forget your birthday forgot itself on me. I didn't forget our anniversary forgot itself on
Let
me.
me complicate matters. And
It's a no fault.
how would I
landing,
say
but-
I knocked my cup of coffee over on myself?
I knocked my cup of coffee on myself.
Or my
You can
coffee
say
fell.
on me, but
My
that
coffee
doesn't
fell
really
on.
mean on me physically.
Right.
It means
No, it doesn't.
But I mean, but had I knocked my coffee, if I take my coffee and I knock it
I
on
would
me,
say se me cayó encima, on top of. Se me
Top.
cayó on me, encima.
Okay.
That would be on me. You would have to
it's
add.
kind of like saying my bad. It's
It is.
like on me. Hey, that's on me.
Right.
Who did this? Oh, I'm sorry, that's on me. So
It
it fell
is.
down on me because of me is really the implication, right?
Yeah, yeah, and there are quite a few reflexive verbs. You're going to see that say a lot.
Say
And-
I did.
C'est la vie. All right, let's talk about homework now that I've wasted 20 minutes of your time.
I didn't feel like it was wasted.
It's never wasted, right?
Right.
That's on you, man.
but only if you can say that
It
in
wasted
Spanish.
itself on him.
Good feature today.
Yeah, that's good. I like no fault.
Does that work with insurance?
I'll be the person to work with.
Right. This pen makes worse than 2
It seems like that's 3 weeks in a row now. Dustin's not showing up. I think he just thinks he knows.
Right.
Well, Dustin's showing up by proxy. All right, let's look back. You know, your homework this week was a little more complicated, right? Because you were translating the other direction.
Yeah.
But you still got to check your own work. So I guess the biggest question I have is, what did you get wrong and did you figure it out? So on page 49,
That's me.
49.
yeah, well, 48 was making sentences. Most of those should have made sense, but you wouldn't have said the doctor talked about the theater. Although you could have, because if he came to your house and he went to the show to Broadway, so he talked about the theater.
I almost said the doctor talked with the doctor.
Okay, well, he had a
Well,
second.
there could be 2 doctors.
Yeah.
One doctor could be conferring with the other doctor on their patients because they probably have the same patient. Like my mom, she's going through all that stuff and she's got like 3 different doctors she
Right.
sees. So they all got to come.
So there are ways that all of these could make sense, but the most common ways, hopefully you figured them out. You figured out. I'll tell you what, let's just do it. Everybody go around the Senate room and give me a sentence, Steve,
Off of the
off of the 48, the forming exercise.
Habla usted el doctor, con doctor?
Okay, so what's the first word?
Did you talk with the doctor?
Well, what's the first word in Spanish?
Habla?
Say it again.
Habla?
Okay, I hear 2
Hablo.
things. So A is always ah. H is always
Silent.
silent. I thought you were saying ha.
Habla. I
Okay.
was saying ha
And then where's the stress go?
at the end.
Right.
Hablo.
Good.
Hablo.
Habló usted
Usted.
con el
El doctor.
what?
El doctor?
El what?
No.
Give me your vowels.
I haven't gotten that yet.
All right. So O is always O.
Oh,
So O.
tor.
Doctor. Good. And look, I'm not trying to pick on you, Steve.
No.
This literally is the most common thing that we do. We'll say doctor, tractor, but it's doctor, tractor. When we see familiar words, we want to say animal, no, animal, right? We want to. We have a tendency to want to say that English pronunciation. So I'm not at all picking on you.
No, I
Gets his
All right, Kathy.
injury.
thrive to be corrected. I like correction.
It's
Yes, I
right.
do. I do. I mean, I do.
All right, let me just teach Steve for the rest of this class.
On
Yeah.
you.
I'll be easy target because
That's
you'll be
right.
able to have plenty to correct.
All right, Kathy.
Habla,
Oh,
hable.
So you just got me now, don't?
I know the H is silent.
There you go.
Hable,
and what's the last word? Okay, hable, is that what you're saying?
hable
Okay,
por teléfono.
okay. Let's work at that telephone word. I think you said it well. Let him hear it again.
Telephone?
Teléfono.
Telefono.
Tele.
That E is always an E. And the stress. Telefono. All right, Marvin.
Hablé con Juan.
That's pretty straightforward. You did talk with John. Dave.
Habló mamá con Alberto.
All right. Mom talked with Albert. Very good.
Dustin's got one.
Now let me ask you a question. Did you say it as a sentence?
I said there's a
You
question.
said it as a question. So say it again.
Habló mamá con Alberto.
Okay. And the only thing I would encourage you to do would be to Alberto.
Alberto.
Yeah. Good. But that was well done. All right, Dustin. Let me hear that manly voice.
Roberto habló con Maria.
Very good. Robert talked with Mary.
El doctor habló por teléfono del accidente esta mañana.
Okay.
No,
Somebody's
yeah.
wanting extra points.
Yeah.
I got no cookies, but that was great. If I had chocolate chip cookies, you'd get the whole bag right there. That was wonderful. Did everybody see what she did?
Yeah.
Let me give you some toilet paper to wipe the brown off your nose. That was great. A very good complex sentence, and that made perfect sense. I forgot what you said already, but that was great.
The doctor talked on the phone about the accident this morning.
That was great. That was wonderful. All right, Esther, you're rolling your eyes back there.
See, I only got 3 parts of this. I
Sit,
can't
move,
get 4.
sit, right?
I'm not that good. Let's see. Pick one. Hablo el doctor con Maria.
Okay, I'm not picking on you, but the first word,
Hablo.
and where's the stress at? Because what I'm hearing is,
Hablo.
there you go.
There we go.
What I was hearing was hablo,
Yes.
the stress on the first syllable. And let me show you why. Erase. Okay, so rule number 1, stress is here because it ends in a vowel, hablo. Rule number 3, because we have that, hablo. They are 2 different words. This means he, she, it spoke, right? It's just past tense, spoke. Forget that. Third man spoke.
I want to see the sombrero.
Okay.
There we
This
go.
is I speak. Present tense, first person. So that's why hablo. They mean different things. Okay. Keith, hit me with your best shot.
Well, I had to redo it since I'm trying to show her out.
Go for it.
Maria, habló
Hablo.
con Alberto. That's good. Yeah, you win.
Okay. That's true. All right, so let me say something, and you see if you can figure it out. Mamá
Mom,
habló con el doctor
with the doctor.
y
And
And
con mi papá
with your mom, with your dad.
With the Pope.
del accidente
Not the accident.
esta mañana.
this morning.
Very good. Mamá habló con el doctor y mi papá. Did I say mi papá?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, my dad, y'all got that one.
Yeah.
Mamá habló con el doctor y mi mamá acerca, no acerca, I thought an extra word in there. del accidente esta mañana. So nice long complex sentence. All right, so look at the next. Did y'all have any, like, what did you correct when you went back and looked at the Spanish of the English? Everybody tell me one thing you got wrong. Steve? No, you gotta look at your sheet.
Well, I didn't have
Okay,
it written down.
that's fine.
I'm-
I'm gonna skip you if you didn't have it written down.
okay, I didn't have it
Kathy?
written down.
Did you get one wrong?
On the first one, hablo con Maria esta mañana, I put el estimada.
Okay, so it would have been hablé, not habló. Okay,
okay,
you missed
there's
that.
first one, okay.
Con Maria. Okay, good. I see what you did. Very good. So you fixed that.
Yeah, you see,
But the difference, hablé and habló, hablé is I, habló is you. Remember, hablé, E is me, O is you or others. All right, Marvin, what'd you get wrong? You got them all right?
No prepare.
Okay, very good. No preparé. Go ahead, David.
5 and 6, I don't know what word I had, but I didn't have por teléfono.
Okay.
I had something, P-E-R, P-A-R, I don't know what I had, because I wrote over it.
So you don't know what you wrote, you already scratched it out?
I wrote over.
Oh, okay, you wrote over, okay. So that word for is really an interesting word because it can mean for, it can mean by, and in this case, por teléfono, it literally means for phone, but the idea is by phone. We would probably translate it on the phone. That's how we would say it in English. I talked on the phone with mom, but in Spanish, I talked por teléfono, by phone with mom. All right, what'd you get wrong?
Well, I accidentally went out of order.
Of course.
I was just gonna say, you're making a mistake of thinking she got something wrong.
Yeah, that was my mistake, right? Did you get anything wrong?
Which
I
one?
almost got Alberto wrong.
Which one was most difficult?
None.
Okay. Esther, did you get anything wrong?
Yeah,
No.
on number 10, I did, Mexico con ele clase instead of N.
Okay.
So I mixed that up several times.
Okay. There and in is where you were mixing up the DE and
Yeah.
Yeah. Keith, did you get anything wrong?
I got nothing wrong.
Because no preparo. No
It
preparo?
was so good I didn't have to write it down.
Yeah. So,
Bottle.
no preparé, I didn't prepare. No preparó, you didn't prepare, right? Or he didn't prepare, or she didn't prepare. All right, that's fine.
I probably would have gotten some wrong, but I do it right away as soon as I get home. So we've already just discussed
That's
all
good.
of this. So
You know,
if I would have waited a couple days, I probably would have gotten more wrong.
Esther talks about the there, the in. These little, are they called prepositions of, in, the
Yeah.
prepositional phrases, so in the
Yeah.
class.
Yeah.
So these little prepositions, forget that one. They're so small, but they get used all the time, and there and in are the most common ones.
All right,
It just takes time.
can I ask a question?
You can.
No prepare, no prepare,
No preparé,
no prepare.
No preparó.
That's I
right.
That's the E.
prepare.
You.
Okay.
No preparé.
And that we say third person because it can be you, usted, it can be he, she, or it.
Right, and that comes from preparation,
It does.
knock off the T-I-O-N, and do E apostrophe.
That's right. Preparar. So that's English. Prepara. They're doing Spanish. What we change that to?
C-I-O-N.
C-I-O-N with an accent mark. Preparación. And then to make it a past tense, scratch off that.
And you can make a verb out of that.
Right, so that's a noun, preparation. Your preparation was very good. Your preparation was poor. That's a noun. We want to make it a verb. We scratch off the ICO, ATION, and we add the right ending.
Can we do preparse? it didn't prepare itself. Like I can't.
That's a great
Dinner
question.
doesn't prepare itself.
Say it again.
Prepararse.
Well,
Did I say it wrong?
the verb is
On me.
preparar. Could you make it reflexive? Prepararse.
Say it again.
Prepararse.
Prepara.
This is a verb. I've never heard it used that way, but I think you could.
Yeah.
Now, how would that be reflexive?
I don't. That's why I said I've never heard it used that way.
Yeah.
It would probably sound like an excuse.
That- This is fun.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
So I would have to use it down here. By the way, reflexive verbs are always third person because it did itself, right? It's not me.
Ah, okay.
So third reflexive are always here. So no se me preparó la tarea. The homework did not prepare itself on me.
Oh, so it always has to say on me?
Well, that's the translation.
Okay.
I put it too close. But this is an indirect object pronoun.
Okay.
This is a reflexive pronoun. Reflexive pronoun, indirect object pronoun, and verb.
Oh,
No
a
shame.
reflective pronoun and a reflective verb.
Yeah, briefly. Well, a reflective verb will have a reflexive pronoun always. That's what makes it reflexive because it did it back to itself.
If the H is silent, how do you say preparation H?
Preparación. No,
That's the
they're actually.
thing.
No, you ready? No.
Well, that's a proper
There it is.
noun, so you would
I'm
actually,
gonna tell you how to pronounce H.
because that's a proper noun, so you would have to.
Ache.
Okay.
Actually,
Oh, yeah, but
Wait, you ready?
CH is a letter by itself.
Ache. That's how it's. So here's how you, like if I'm gonna rate, we go A, B, C, D in each Spanish. A, B, C, D. No, A, B, C, Che, D, E, F, G. What's G?
K.
G.
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 Yeah,
F, G.
Now-
H,
H.
E.
E.
Otaka.
E is the I. J. J is J. K. L. E. Y.
M.
M. N.
N.
N. It's the N. The
O.
O. P. Q. R. R.
S.
S. T. U. B. W. W. What's W? X.
X.
Y.
Y.
Z.
Z.
Y is called an Y.
Y.
It's a Greek I. The word griega means Greek. And then Z is Zeta.
Vita.
Or they could have just used the letters like we do. Just done with it.
Yeah, W. I guess we do pronounce A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, J. J is probably J, Y, J, K. We're saying the name of them, yeah.
Well,
These are the names of the letters that I just said to you.
This brings up a question to me. Like you just gave a direct correlation between English and Spanish for the American alphabet. But like, is there a letter in the Spanish that doesn't have a correlation? Because it seems strange that,
Inye.
Inye, yes.
It's not
They
English.
actually, they have an extra letter.
And
yeah,
That's part of that letter.
yeah.
Here's the one I would say.
'cause it,
That doesn't have an English.
And
That didn't have an English. That didn't have an English.
Okay.
that really doesn't have an English equivalent.
Okay.
Right.
It is a letter
It's a letter.
by itself.
Okay. Well, I was curious because it just struck me strange that there would be, there should seem like there should be an off balance somewhere because it would seem weird if both languages had exactly 26
You
letters.
say it was 29 letters?
29, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Well, that would be 30.
but H is this Ache, but it's written H.
Go up. Is that H at the top?
That's
two L's.
two
That's
L's.
N,
Yeah.
or AA.
What is it?
Two
AA.
L's.
What's the letter?
Aye.
Yeah.
So, like in the verb llamar, it's if you were in Argentina or Spain, they would say llamar. They say je.
And wasn't English double L words? We usually just have one L, right?
And double L words in English sound like an L.
But but
Or-
in Spanish they're just written with one L, right?
I'm trying to think of
Was that one of the rules? I know.
I would think so. I can't
know
think of an
some-
example right now.
We had something earlier in the class where it was.
Yeah,
We had
double
double
N's,
S's,
double
or-
M's, double S's all have one
Okay.
in Spanish.
Okay. I was just
The
trying
only
to
one that
remember.
doesn't like accident
And double C.
because they're two different sounds. Accidente. So that double L is considered one letter, but you have to type two L's on a keyboard. Let me show you something else real quick before we get to the next lesson. If you ever, I already broke down the cuantos, cuando cuentas.
You missed that at the
cuantos,
beginning.
Cuantos, cuantos. I can't even say it. She sells seashells down by the seashore. I don't know.
It was cuando, cuantos, cuantos, cuantos,
Okay.
cuantos, cuantas.
So I'm going to show you. You might want to write this one down.
Go ahead, Dustin. Is that a B-O?
Let me think. This is I. A-E-I-O-U-N-A.
Oh, the keystrokes.
Yep. If you're working on a keyboard
Go ahead, take
and you need to write the accent letters, and your keyboard has a numeric pad, a number pad on it, you hold down the Alt, and that's the letter combinations for the accented letters.
Oh.
So it says 130?
E is 130.
130.
It's out of order. Then you go to 160, and it's A, skip E, I-O-U. And then you have N-Y and capital.
If you're on your phone, you just hold the letter up and then you hit
That's
one
true.
option.
That's true. But if you type it on the keyboard, for this is 30 or 40 years of typing on
Yeah.
keyboards, you see they're stuck right here in my head.
The ANSI 2 codes.
Probably so. Now, there's actually a 4-digit code on the Windows, like an E might be 0130 or something. If you ever use the character map app, are you familiar with that?
Well, that's the ANSI 2 is what it's called.
I can't remember.
ANSI 2 code.
Yeah, this can't be ANSI. This has got to be ASCII. No, I
ASCII
think
or
it's
ASCII,
ASCII.
AC.
They're ASCII and ANSI, and I don't know which one it is. I just know this works on Windows computers. I don't know if it works on Macs or not. But
So if you hold down Alt 130, you get the E?
yes,
Okay.
you hold down the Alt 130, let up, and an E will appear with an accent mark.
And in Mexico, they have Spanish keyboards
They
that
do.
already has it.
They do. In fact, any keyboard will do it. You can, in Windows, you can tell it to use a Spanish layout, but it won't be the letters on your keyboard. But they sell Spanish keyboards that have the letters printed, and they correspond to, you got to change in Windows settings that it's a Spanish keyboard. And it drives me crazy because I don't know how to use a Spanish keyboard. I know how to use an American keyboard because I know the shortcuts. And then there's also, and I can't remember off the top of my head, upside down, question mark, upside down, exclamation point. There's capital variations of all of these. and I can't remember what it is, because you almost never use a capital letter with an accent mark, unless you're capitalizing the whole word. That, you know, that's when I use what's called character map, car map. Okay. But for me, I have found that set very, very, very helpful. Okay, we're on lesson 8, page 52. The best way to learn Spanish is through large concepts and ideas, not through memorizing. Are we already over time? No, we're not. Okay.
What?
My brain glitched on me. I still got 15 minutes to 45 minutes. Just kidding. Best way is through large concepts and ideas, not memorizing little isolated words. One idea well established in your mind will give you 100 verbs forever. Every time you use one of these 200 verbs, you become more automatic. So memorizing is dull. You learn 20 verbs by rote, you forget most of them and be bored. You're annoyed. How do you invent a verb? Well, Marvin gave us the example a while ago when we took preparation, then we got rid of the A-T-I-O-N, and we put the endings. And so here's these examples. Look on page 53. You start with words and end in T-I-O-N. You convert them to Spanish by changing the T to a C. So I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Invitación, repeat. Invitación. Preparación. Cooperación. Imitación. Continuación. Recitación. Okay. So then we take off the A-C-I-O-N and we add E for me, O for others. So repeat after me. Invité. Invitó. Preparé. Preparó. Cooperé. Cooperó. Imité. Imitó. Continué. Continuó. Recité. Recitó. So you recognize those words, right?
Yes.
So I want you to just repeat in English the word I just said in Spanish. Invité.
Invite.
I invited. Say the conjugation. Preparé.
I prepared.
Cooperé.
I cooperated.
Imité.
You.
I imitated.
Imitate.
Imité.
Okay.
Oh.
Continué.
I continued.
Recité.
I recited.
Invitó.
You invited.
Preparó.
You prepared.
So now I'm gonna mix them up. I've been doing all I's and all U's. You figure it out. You ready? Continué.
I continued.
Preparó.
You prepared.
You prepare.
Imitó.
You invited.
Not invited.
Imitate.
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 Recitó.
You recited.
Cooperé.
I cooperated.
Continuó.
You continued.
Preparé.
I prepared.
Continué.
I continued.
So I'm jumping around on purpose because I'm wanting you to let your ears hear it. And when you hear that E, you know it's I. When you hear that O, you know it's you, right?
Right.
So look at this. Cover up the bottom down there, the Spanish part. And I want to see if y'all can translate these 5 sentences into Spanish without looking for help. I'll take 5 volunteers because we have more than 5 people. And Charlie, you get to go first.
Invité Maria a la fiesta.
Very good.
Wow.
I'm glad you didn't check. All right, who wants to
I
go next?
almost did.
Who wants to go next? I'll take volunteers. David?
I think, I prepared preparé,
Good.
cena,
Good.
esta noche,
That would be tonight.
Oh.
Anoche is last night.
I know.
Good. Okay. I need a volunteer. Keith? Oh, I'm sorry, Marvin? Marvin?
Preparé.
No, number 3.
Cooperó.
No, number 3 is the general cooperated with the president, go down one section.
Oh, there you are. About that, okay. What are we supposed to do?
Translate it into Spanish without looking at the section below.
Oh, I see, okay. El general,
Cooperó.
cooperó
There's no T.
con el presidente.
Good. Con el presidente. There's no T though. Cooperó. Because you take cooperation and then take off the Asian, so you get rid of the T. That make sense?
Yeah,
All right. Keith, number 4.
so I want to be,
El
Okay, hold on.
mono.
El general cooperó con el presidente. Cooperó. All right.
El mono imitó María.
All right. One tiny mistake that Americans always make.
Sí.
Direct
El
object.
mono
El mono imitó.
imitó
Direct object.
a María.
Good. That's, look, don't beat yourself up. It's kind of a mistake. You're not gonna beat yourself up anyway, but I'm just saying. Let us help you. No, I'm kidding. All right, Dustin, you want to do the last one?
Roberto.
Recitó.
Un
Poema.
poema en la clase.
Good. Very good. All right. Now, turn the page and look at how many verbs you know.
Pages Camino,
You
right?
see 54? You see 55? Turn the page. You see 56? You see 57?
Wow.
I haven't counted these, but I think you recognize every one of these words, don't you?
yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, you're only given Spanish words here, but you recognize them.
Yeah, no, the problem is hearing.
Yes, it is. It is.
When somebody says something and I know what that means, but, you know, I try and hear it.
Oh, it gives us the
And
words.
it takes me so long to thinking
Yeah,
that my reply is too late.
yeah. It is. That's the tough part, is listening to it. That's one of the reasons I recommend listening to something in Spanish that you have an English equivalency for, or just reading it in Spanish. Actually, reading it in Spanish.
Reading doesn't do it. You gotta hear it.
I'm saying, listen to it. Listen to a recording. For example, the Bible app on your phone. Choose a Spanish translation, and then tell it hit play. It'll play it, and you let your eyes follow along, so that your ear is hearing what your eye is seeing. That make sense?
Oh, I see. Yeah.
That will help train your ear, even if you don't understand what it's saying. So when I had that verse up there, porque de tal manera amó Dios al mundo que ha dado a su Hijo unigénito para que todo aquel que en él cree no se pierda, mas tenga vida eterna. That sounds like gibberish. But if your eyes were reading the Spanish words with it, you would associate sounds with words that you see. And what we're learning is that when you recognize the words, many of the words, based on their similarity to English. So this is how you train your ear to associate a sound with a word, right?
Right.
That would be really, really helpful.
Can I ask a question?
You certainly can.
Like this list of words, if we write a sentence and we use one of these words, are we supposed to do this little symbol in front of this?
The third
If you're
person.
making it a question, yeah.
You're talking about the third person.
Oh, no,
this
no,
is
no,
Brad.
no. That third person symbol is only for you in this book to recognize it's third person. That's the only reason that man is there.
Because I was writing it.
No.
It's not on the keyboard.
No, it's not on the keyboard.
Lessons.
So let's look at, on page 56, at the top, I'm just going to look at a few of these words. We're going to explore a few words. I'm going to skip the first word, imploración, because we don't say imploration in English. But Imploré, I implored. Imploró, you implored. The next word, la improvisación. What is that in English?
Improvise.
Improvisation. Okay.
Improvisation.
We drop off the acción. Improvisé, improvisó.
You improvise.
Okay. La inauguración.
La
The inauguration, right? La inauguración del presidente. What did I say?
You inaugurated the
No,
president.
no, I just said la inauguración, the inauguration
Of the president.
del presidente, right? So, inauguré,
Inaugurate.
I inaugurated. So, I'll say it this way. Last week, I bought a recliner. Una silla
Gracias.
que inclina. A chair that inclines. Yo inauguré la silla que inclina. I inaugurated, right? I broke in. I was the first one to sit in. They will use it in that context. You bought me gustó mucho, mucho.
You don't have to be in the Supreme Court to do the inaugurating.
Well, to inaugurate is to be the first, is to use something for the first time. So you can inaugurate a Bible. It's the first time you ever opened the Bible. You inaugurate it. You can inaugurate
A car?
a car. First person.
Presidente has to.
It's his second inauguration, is an oxymoron.
It really is. Yeah. I wonder what that really means if we track it down to inaugurate something.
First, you're placing it in office, like for the president, I would say
Yeah.
you're placing
But
him.
in Spanish, it
It's-
can be
yeah.
a first use of something.
Yeah.
Sure.
Horrible example, please forgive me, Mystic, forgive me for this, but when a husband and wife get married, they inaugurate the marriage bed, right?
Inauguration means the formal beginning or introduction of something,
I could just Google.
Okay.
especially a person's official entry into
I
office.
like that though, but it's the
It's the
introduction or the
formal beginning
formal.
or
Right.
introduction
And
of
so a ribbon cutting could be the inauguration of a building.
or business.
And I'm using that because this is not an uncommon word. This will be used sometimes. This is a funny one. La inflación. The inflation, right? Inflé,
I inflated.
I inflated. Infló.
You
Now you
inflated.
think about that. I would never say, hey, can I borrow your pump? I need to inflate this tire. I inflated my tire with my pump. I would say that I inflated the bicycle tire. But we never think of that in conjunction with inflation. But it really is. How much inflation is in your car tire? We talk about pounds of pressure, but you inflated the tire. It had inflation. It got bigger.
It's kilograms per.
Oh my goodness! All right, here we go. All right, so I just want you to see a few words. Información, that's a good one.
Information,
The information. Informé,
I informed.
I informed. Informó, you. Informé el presidente. No, I'm sorry, forgive me. Informé al presidente.
I informed the
I had to
president
do the al because he's the direct object. De la guerra.
of the
Guerra is the war. And Costa Rica.
in Costa Rica. I informed the president of the war in Costa Rica.
Yep.
War.
What is it good for?
What is bueno para? Oh, old people.
La guerra.
Again.
So I'm gonna show you a funny word. Guerrillero. You see this word? This is war. A guerrillero is a warrior.
I don't know why you call it guerrero.
You know where guerrilla warfare comes from.
Probably so. There's got to be a connection. But I do think a gorilla is a gorilla.
Gorilla.
It's a gorilla.
Gorilla. Gorilla.
Over 2S.
That's a gorilla.
It's a gorilla, yeah.
El gorilla.
Gorilla.
La gorilla. How do you know the difference?
Ah.
How
You
close
gotta
is
ask somebody stronger and braver than me.
Now you can kind of tell.
Is it?
Close.
So, how would you say guerrilla warfare?
Guerra. This is crazy. Guerra. Guerra. Guerrillera.
How about that?
And guerrillera is pertaining to a gorilla. So it turns the noun gorilla into an adjective.
Right.
But yeah,
In Spanish,
guerra,
you're really
guerrillera.
saying warfare guerrilla.
Huh?
In Spanish, you're saying warfare guerrilla.
Right, because
Instead of
adjectives
guerrilla
always
warfare.
come after. I asked a guy one time, why do adjectives come after nouns instead of before nouns, like in English? And his answer was, because which is more important, the adjective or the noun? You know, which is the most important part of it? If you just said, I'm going to the white what? You have no clue. You have a clue, but it makes. But if I'm going to the house, white, you know that you're looking. So that was his answer. I think he just made it up on the spot, but that's what he told me.
That worked for you.
But it kind of sort of makes sense. The noun is the most important part of it. He told me. I think he gave me a sentence like, if somebody's dying and you only have limited words, you want to say the person that killed you was I can't remember what he said. Was it important that he was a tall? Was it important that he was a tall or that he was a man?
Well,
Or-
if you're saying
or-
él, wouldn't he? In
Fue
order to say he.
un gorilla grande.
He was a big
Big
boy.
warrior.
Or
Gorilla.
like,
Gorilla.
A big
But if you just said fue un grande, you're stuck. You're not thinking gorilla. You're going to go look for a big man. You're going to go look for a big woman.
or if
You
you,
need to know it was a gorilla.
or if you said the person that killed me was Steve, but you only got the person that killed me. Steve was the person that.
All right. So here's the fun part. On 58, we had introduced some more vocabulary words, and I like this. I've already told you an E on a sign with a line through it. What does that mean?
First person.
No, that's
I get
good.
it.
That's a good one. No, you're in town and you see a sign
Oh,
with a post, and it has
No parking.
E with a line through it.
No parking.
No,
No.
estacion your car.
Oh.
Don't station your car. Right? No estacionamiento. So here's estacioné. We're on page 58. I'm sorry, 58 in the middle. Words to remember. Everybody with me? Raise your hand if you're sure. No, I'm kidding. Estacioné.
Estacioné.
Estacionó.
Estacionó.
Entré.
Entré.
Entró. This is important. We in English, we would never say I entered the church. We say I went into the church. I walked into the church. But in Spanish, entré en la iglesia. I entered.
I just know I get hungry.
Yeah. Deposité.
What is it?
Deposité.
Entrada is entrance.
Oh, okay. It's the actual opening.
Yeah,
To enter.
that's right. So you'll see signs.
Yeah, no entrada. Or entrada.
You go to Walmart and you'll see these signs. Entrada, salida. It's supposed to be an A.
Salido is leave,
It
right?
should be an A, salida.
Salida.
Entrance, exit.
Exit.
Or no entrada, no entrance, no salida. You'll see no salida on road signs. That's like it's a dead end road. There's no exit, no way. There's no salir means to leave. It
Salir.
really means to leave, and so there's no leaving, or this is the leaving. And make sure you have an A on those. Like there's
You mean
yeah yes. Installé,
Installé.
instaló.
Instaló.
It's really a weird thing to hear somebody say, instalé una televisión en la casa de mi mamá.
in your mom's house.
You think, I install? You don't install a television, but that's really how you set up something. You install it. In our minds, we think of installing you might install a radio
Generator.
in the dash, right? It would take tools. You have to have tools to install something. But in Spanish, you install the microwave on the counter. You set it up.
You plugged it in,
You
basically.
plug it in. So you're an installer.
I'm good at installing
That's why their
things.
class system looks down low.
All right. And here's a big one. Preocupé. Preocupó. We look at that word, we hear preoccupied, but in Spanish it means to worry someone. So if I say, huh?
Can you pronounce it?
Preocupé, preocupó. This is very common. Mi hijo, my son, me preocupó anoche.
You worried me last night.
My son worried me last night. Yo preocupé a mi mamá. I preocupé a mi mamá
You worried your mom.
cuando yo era. We have really gone astray
Yeah.
from this class. All right. So here's your homework on page 58. No, that's a conversation. On page 60, yeah. So you know how to make your sentences. Notice it gives you the first section. They do not have, or they do have the personal a, the personal a. The second section does not have personal a because the direct object, column 3, is not a person, right?
Right.
So
It's impersonal.
make sentences. But the bigger thing, I really like this translating into Spanish. In an earlier lesson, y'all translated from Spanish into English, but this is where you're stretching yourself. On the bottom page 60, translate into Spanish. Try to do it without looking at the Spanish, and then correct yourself. But you notice I'm going to ask you next week, what did you get wrong, and so we can talk it through. So when you make your correction in such a way that you can figure out what your mistake was. That's really where we can best help. Can we do this conversation real fast? I'm gonna read the question, and I'm gonna have you answer it in Spanish. And if you don't understand what it means, raise your hand, okay?
Where you at?
I'm on page 58. There were a few other words above that. El dinero, you know that.
Money.
El fonógrafo,
Photograph.
la antena, donde,
Where?
quién. Remember I gave you those words, the interrogative words over there. Enfrente de,
In front of.
su, and quién entró. All right, so y'all answer in Spanish, and if you don't understand, sir,
Where are we?
I'm on this conversation here on page 58. Conversación. ¿Dónde estacionó usted su automóvil? Y'all read the Spanish.
Oh,
¿Dónde
No, read, I'm sorry, just read the answer back to me.
Where did you park your car?
No, Estino mi
That's the
Oh, I
answer
see.
in Spanish?
Answer
Estacioné mi auto enfrente del banco.
Okay, so now that we've done that and I butchered it badly, let me go around and one at a time you'll answer. That way I can hear.
Park in front of the bank.
Okay, yeah. So does everybody understand what's said there? Where did you park your car? I parked my car in front of the bank.
I'll do that.
Steve, ¿entró usted en el banco?
Sí, entró en
Entré.
el Blanca. Entré en el Blanca.
Banco.
Banco.
There's no L in there.
Yeah. My glasses showed an L too.
So, I mean, it helps me to understand what you're asking is, did you go into the bank or did you enter the bank?
Correct.
Is that correct? Okay.
Yeah, so go ahead, let's go ahead and have you translate it too. So translate both sentences after you've answered me.
Did you
Entró, enter,
enter the Blanca? I'm not
what's
sure
a,
what
what's a
Blanca-
banco?
Blanca.
It's a bank.
The bank. Okay.
Yeah. All right, here's what I want you to
I
understand.
entered the bank.
This is a running conversation, so every sentence is going to depend on a previous sentence.
Gotcha.
Where did you park your car? I parked my car in front of the bank. Did you go in the bank? Yes, I went in the bank.
Into the bank.
Okay, Kathy, ¿depositó usted dinero en el banco?
Sí,
Deposité.
deposité
Good.
dinero en la bank.
En el banco.
El
El, not la.
El banco. banco.
Yeah, good. Now translate
I
that.
deposited my money in the bank.
Yeah. So the question is, did you deposit money in the bank? Yes, I deposited money in the bank. All right. ¿Quién habló por teléfono esta mañana?
Roberto habló por teléfono esta mañana.
Okay, so translate both sentences.
Okay. Who spoke to you on the telephone this morning?
Good. But just who spoke by phone, not to you necessarily. That's the inference. And then,
And it's Robert spoke on the telephone this morning.
and so to give you a sense, habló por teléfono, it has the idea of called. Who called on the phone? But you, instead of llamar por teléfono, you hablar por teléfono. Make sense? So when you see that phrase, habló por teléfono, it's called on the phone or called. Okay, David, ¿invitó usted a Roberto a su casa?
Sí, invité a Roberto a mi casa.
Did y'all hear that?
I heard that, I was like,
It's
yeah,
true.
you go
Dude.
back.
You trilled that R.
Oh.
That was sweet. All right, translate.
Okay, did you invite Robert to your house? Yes, I invited Robert to my house.
Okay. Dustin, ¿dónde estacionó Roberto su auto?
Roberto estacionó su auto en frente de mi casa.
Okay, translate both sentences.
Where did you park
Where did Robert?
his car?
No, where did Robert park his car?
Robert parked his car in front of my house.
Good. ¿Entró Roberto a su casa?
Sí, Roberto entró a mi casa.
Translate.
Robert entered my house.
So did Robert go into your house?
Yes, did Robert enter my house? Yes, Robert entered my house.
Good. ¿Quién instaló el radio en su casa?
Roberto instaló el
Instaló.
a
Yeah.
radio in mi casa.
Good. Translate.
Who installed the radio in the house? Roberto installed the radio in.
Yo, so for right now, you're thinking install the radio. Remember, this is 1950. What's the next question? ¿Instaló Roberto la antena para el radio?
Sí, Roberto instaló
Good.
la antena para el radio.
Good.
So did he also install the antenna for the radio? Yes, he installed the antenna for the radio.
You threw in the also, but yes, that's exactly right. Imagine in 1950s, you buy a radio, you also have to get an antenna for your radio,
Right,
right?
whenever I was in the Army in the early 90s, I went to Radio Shack and got one of those TV antennas with a little motor on it,
Yeah.
and boy, we thought we were
High class, right?
Man, because we could just go there, zzz, and didn't have to go outside. Is it better?
Oh, God.
Gen X remembers that very well. All right, Steve, here's a curveball. ¿Instaló Roberto el fonógrafo? ¿Fonógrafo?
Sí, Roberto instaló install both the radio and the antenna.
Yeah, but you did say it in Spanish.
Yeah.
Nice try.
Translated first.
Nice try.
Sí, Roberto instaló
Yep. Instaló.
combinación, combinación.
Okay, hold on.
Right.
O-I-A-I-O. Combinación.
Combinación.
Good. Combinación.
Radio phonograph?
Fonógrafo.
Phonograph.
Fonógrafo.
Phonograph.
Fonógrafo.
As opposed to phonograph. Hey.
Fonógrafo.
Phonograph.
No. Fonógrafo.
Phonograph.
Good. So what does that say?
Robert installed the radio and the phonograph.
So a combination radio phonograph, yeah. Kathy, ¿inventó Roberto el radio?
No,
Ay, no.
no,
Eso es.
es Ridiculo,
Mm-hmm.
Roberto, no invento el radio.
El radio.
El radio.
Okay, so translate that.
Okay. Did Robert invent the radio?
Mm-hmm.
No, he
No. Oh, no.
did not.
No, no, no.
No.
I know is, oh, no.
Oh.
Eso es ridículo. That
That's
is
ridiculous.
ridiculous.
Robert, no invented. I didn't invent the radio.
Very good. I like how you did that because when you're talking to a Mexican, sometimes they'll say, I know go there, I know eat that food, I know steal. You know, now you understand why they say I know do it
Yeah.
instead of I didn't do it. Okay, Marvin. ¿Quién inventó?
That this is the first time I've seen
I-A-Y.
But
I is just an exclamation of oh. Have you ever heard anybody say I chihuahua?
Right?
yeah, but like when I'm coming into the dormitory, I say,
That's me.
I'm mucho,
That means
Okay,
I'm mucho,
I know where you're going. I muchos what?
it's a different eye.
It's a different I.
Okay, okay.
That's a great question. It's a different I. So this I with no H is OH in English. Oh, I know. Oh no. It's a I senor. Oh sir. I señorita. Oh, you know, your child falls down. Ay mijo. It's just oh. That's what that means. Your word is I.
It's the top one with a silent H.
This is, but they're written different, and this one means is there, are there, there is, there are.
I thought it
This
was
is
I have.
I is a wonderful verb. You can use it all the time for you go to a restaurant. I hamburguesa. Do y'all have hamburgers? I lechuga. Is there lettuce? I mayonesa. Is there mayonnaise? I huevos. Are there any eggs? I pollo. Is there any chicken? It's I cristianos. Are there any Christians? I mexicanos. Are there any Mexicans? This is a great word. Huh?
Is there any money?
I dinero?
That's what you.
No, that's exactly
what you
right.
said.
No, a wife would say to her husband, I need to go to the store. Is there any money? Hay dinero. No, hay dinero. Sí, hay dinero. I is a wonderful verb. So what were y'all saying? You walk in the dorm and you say I.
Is there?
I mucho testamentos.
So if you're stating that, you're saying there are many testaments.
Oh,
But it's the idea is I'm bringing with me or I have.
I'm not misusing the
You're
word.
not misusing the word. Hay muchos testamentos nuevos.
Yeah,
Hay muchas Biblias.
yeah. Many
Is
Bibles.
it Bibles?
Okay.
Biblias is Bibles.
Okay.
Testamentos are testaments. So, but I can mean a statement or it can be a question. It all depends on I Biblias. Well, tone. I Biblias. There are Bibles.
Hay Biblias.
I Biblias? Do you have any Bibles? That inflection,
That's used like in a restaurant.
Yes.
Cafe.
absolutely.
Hay cafe.
Absolutely. So listen to how he said that. I cafe
is there coffee?
si, comma, I
There is.
cafe. Period. This would be a capital H, right? Because it's the first
But if
letter.
you want to say decaffeinated coffee, because that'd be a real question like
Yeah,
this.
I cafe descafeinado.
Descafeinado?
I'm telling you, this is such a wonderful verb.
Right.
This is now. I will tell you this. It's important to use this verb. We go into a place and we say, "Hey, do y'all have? Do y'all have? Do y'all have 3/4 inch turbo blaster? Okay. Do y'all have a purple people eater?
Yeah, right.
Do y'all have a hex key for that would fit this. Do y'all have? Do you have? In Spanish, you never say do you have. Never, never. You always say I. Okay, and there's a reason for that. This goes back to you never want to embarrass somebody in Spanish. That's why you don't lose things, they lose themselves on you. You don't break things, they break themselves on you. You never want to ask somebody, do you have something? And they say, no, I'm sorry, we don't have. We're horrible, sucky people. We don't have what you're looking for. But if you say, is there? And they say, no, I'm sorry, there aren't any. It's not their fault.
So how do they ever convict anybody in court?
Well, you'll ask, did
I know,
you do
just-
this?
yeah.
Right? But so let me give you another. This is really key. And I know we're a mixed gender class, and so it's important that I share this with you. But I don't want you to be. I'm just going to say it so we're not.
We're gonna be offended.
Yeah, you won't. So most people know this word, huevos,
Eggs.
eggs. It's a very common word. It's also the most common slang term in Spanish for testicles. Okay. So they would say,
What's the proper word for it? What's the first word you started? What's it mean?
eggs,
Eggs.
testicles.
Oh, eggs.
Yeah,
Okay.
it means
Oh, well,
eggs.
that makes sense,
It
yeah.
means eggs.
Okay.
Right, it makes sense because, but if you go into a store and you say, do you have eggs?
Hay huevos?
Challenging to
There's a difference between do you have and are there any.
Oh, okay.
Do
Okay.
you have these, are they on you? So,
Yeah.
Interesting.
Have you
So
been
you
crash
always
landed or
want to
do you
say
have
I. You never want to say tiene,
yeah.
Tiene.
to have. This is to
Tiene
have.
huevos?
Tiene huevos?
Tiene huevos?
Yeah,
You may get an answer of how you want to see. You may get a how dare you. You may. It's a sexual thing if you say, and it's they would say he don't want to come talk to me. He don't have any eggs.
No way.
No tiene huevos. He ain't got no eggs. I'm telling you that it's so common. So that's why you avoid that mistake. There's another word for eggs, blanquillos.
No.
That's another word for eggs. I have no idea why there's two words for eggs.
Because somebody misuses the first word sometime.
They do.
No.
They use that in grocery stores.
Really?
Somebody misuses
It's a proper term.
Like white eggs?
Blanco.
like white
That's
eggs.
yours is or-
Blanquillos is the more high class term.
So they're like fancy eggs.
Or do you think it would be more scientific? Like,
That's a great question.
you know,
What is the difference between huevos and blanquillos? AI is going to tell me. I've never asked this question. The main difference is that huevos is a standard word for eggs, but it's also common slang for testicles in many Spanish-speaking regions. Blanquillos is a less common, more often polite or colloquial substitute for egg, but can also be slang for testicles in some regions. Well, you didn't help me any.
Yeah, mine says it's a regional term used in parts of Mexico and Central America that literally means little white ones.
That's exactly right.
It's just a more
That
polite
is
or
exactly
local
right.
way to say eggs. So they mean the same thing, it's just a matter of regional or cultural preference.
Okay, and here it says blanquillos, a colloquial term that can be used as a substitute for huevos when referring to edible eggs, especially in a more polite way or in regions like Mexico. The term literally means little white ones, which is true. I don't want to
Do you think it's just been a hijacked word like the word gay was
Yes,
in the
I think
Flintstones?
that's exactly right.
And we don't use it anymore because it
Yeah.
implies the
I
negative.
think some poor guy got his butt kicked for using Hablos and came up, well, let's find another word.
It could be, but Mystic, if you hear the word gay, what does that mean to your generation? Someone's gay.
That they like the same gender.
Okay, that's what. But when we were young,
I used to mean happy.
it meant happy. He's such a gay. That was a gay parade,
Right, the
right?
Flintstones.
Well, a gay parade today is a pride parade, right? But a gay parade when we were little was man, just happy, joyous. So that very well could be how it got switched over time.
I
It's
have a
also
classmate named Gay.
okay.
We read the Lord of the Rings books and they use the word gay a lot.
Right.
So she
So in
understood it,
older
yeah.
literature, you see that. And so Spanish will have phrases that will change over time. And that's probably where it came from, but it's a big deal. So one of my favorite
What about brown eggs? Yeah, black.
I guess they'd be huevos. Here's the thing, brown is cafe, just like the word for coffee.
Brown was marron.
Cafe Guidos.
Is what?
Marron?
I thought marron was purple.
No, there's a different word for purple.
Púrpura and, I don't know. Okay, I'm on. But I want to show you huevos.
Yeah, so my Google tells me it's marron.
Okay, I've never used that word.
That's
Huevos,
clever,
revueltos. Well, it's just maybe where I've been.
Right.
Huevos estrellados. Okay, so huevos revueltos are scrambled eggs. Huevos estrellados are like over easy or fried eggs. They might would say huevos fritos, but I don't hear huevos fritos. I hear estrellados, and this comes from the idea of the word estrella, which is a star.
It's a star, yeah.
Right. So huevos estrellados are eggs that look like a star, so they would be at the whole yolk. The yolk is still intact. Whether it's over easy, over medium, over well done, whatever it
That's
would
a
be.
stretch, Ian.
But that's just how they say. So my preference, I always like huevos estrellados. Lori always liked huevos revueltos. Revueltos is from revolver, which means to turn or to stir.
Yeah, to revolve.
Right, to revolve. So you revolve your eggs, you make them scrambled, you make them star. Well, have you ever seen in a restaurant huevos rancheros? Yeah. Huevos con chorizo. Okay, there's Mexican restaurants in town that will serve huevos rancheros for lunch or supper. Huevos rancheros just means ranch style eggs. Typically, it's a fried egg on top of a tortilla with some salsa on top, and usually a red sauce on top. And sometimes they'll put some cheese on it. So that's a very common. But so I want you to see, huevos is used all the time, but it's such a common phrase that if you're riding a bicycle and you fall off the seat on that hard piece right there, you're going to end up with revueltos. And I guess to a certain extent, it's not as, it's just common for mommies to talk to their little boys. You fell down and something hit, or your sister kicked you in your huevos, right? It's just,
Like people say balls.
Now it goes to
balls or nuts,
context.
right? So it's not necessarily a nasty word. It's a common word if you got boys. But if you say, "Tiene huevos?" Do you have? You're almost coming on to somebody, or you're doubting their manhood.
Yeah, challenge.
Right? You're challenging them. So that's why this verb I wouldn't plan on talking about till later, but it's such a powerful word.
Well, we kind of use that. You don't have any. If you're calling somebody a coward.
That's exactly right.
So would you say no tiene?
Huevos. That's
That's
exactly what
calling
you said.
somebody a coward. So it's more personal.
I went and talked to that man about big thing, and he didn't want to talk to me. I mean, he was scared to talk to me. Yeah.
No.
I love
But I huevos has no connotation at all because the verb I just means to. It comes from a verb meaning to be.
So if you go to a Mexican restaurant at supper time, but you want eggs, you would just say, I
That's
will,
exactly what you would say. Always. That's exactly right. Absolutely. So I'm gonna say
If you're
some.
order something, it's I.
That's right. If you're asking if they have it, whether it's on the menu or not. Okay. So hay café,
You know,
Coffee.
hay chocolate,
You have chocolate?
hay
chocolate, hot chocolate,
hot chocolate. I'm glad you got that. Hay Coca-Cola. They'll come out and say, ¿Qué quieren tomar?
Go Cola, Coca.
I Rocky Mountain.
Why did I say no I?
Okay, if they don't have it, they just say no,
No
I.
I.
That's what. It's such a great verb. And this is how a sentence would go. I walk down, I sit down. He says, "¿Qué quiere tomar?" Okay, you could just say Coca-Cola, but you might say, "I root beer." Because now you're asking. It's not a common drink, and there's a word for it. And he would say, "Sí, I root beer." You would say, "Root beer, por favor." That's the full sentence.
I Diet Dr. Pepper, because that's kind of rare.
That's right.
Yeah.
And he would say, sí, I, or he would say, no, no I.
Coca Zero.
Coca Cero, right.
Zero
Coca
or
Zero.
Diete Coca.
So there's a difference between Coca Dieta and Coca Cero. There's a difference between obviously Coke Zero and Diet Coke. But guys, this is such a powerful, powerful verb.
We just start going, hey, together every day of the week, we're going to go eat Mexican.
Dude, I'm down.
And we're going to just practice all
Go
the
to every
time.
Mexican restaurant in the area.
And look, the Mexican waiters typically, if they're not super, super busy, they like you to experiment. They really do.
Oh man, I had a dude that I talked to, he just
Okay.
loved me.
Well, I think we were on the, I know, eso es ridículo, Roberto, Robert didn't invent the radio, right? Then we have Ken, go ahead, all right, Marvin.
¿Quién inventó el radio?
Okay, and answer it.
Marconi inventó el radio.
See, you can tell this book was written in 1950 because ain't nobody today know Marconi invented the radio.
That's right.
But back then that was a common phrase.
Yes.
All right.
What's
Now,
Marconi?
Marconi is a person's name. That's the
Okay.
man in Italy who invented the radio.
Okay.
All right. Again, this is the same conversation that we've been having, and now we're saying, because Robert parked his car in front of your house, Robert installed the radio, and now David tomó Roberto la cena en su casa.
Sí, Roberto tomó la cena en mi casa. Did Robert eat supper at your house? Yes, Robert ate supper in my house, or
Good.
at my house.
And I love how you picked up the difference between your house and my house. It was great. Okay, Dustin, ¿qué tomó Roberto para la cena? I guess we gave you this one on purpose.
Roberto tomó un
Cóctel.
cóctel de frutas, sopa, roast
Beef.
Roast beef.
beef,
Espárragos.
espárragos y una ensalada.
Okay, so what did Robert have for supper?
Robert
Robert?
had a cocktail of fruit.
We would say fruit cocktail, right?
Fruit cocktail.
Not
Not
soap.
soap.
Not soap.
The
Soup.
soap was not soap, right?
Soup. I had
That's
a
good.
roast
Soup.
a roast beef,
Yeah.
asparagus,
Yeah.
and a salad.
Very good.
Y la.
Okay, Charlie, tomó Roberto café.
Sí, Roberto tomó café con crema.
Good. What did Robert have coffee?
Yes, Robert had a coffee and cream, or with cream.
Good, very good. You trilled your R's pretty good too on that, Roberto. Okay. Esther, ¿quién preparó la cena?
Mamá preparó la cena.
So who prepared supper?
Mamá.
Good. Keith, ¿quién preocupó a mamá?
Keith preocupó mamá.
Who?
Keith.
Yeah, I actually was thinking it. All right, so who bothered mom or who worried mom?
I bothered Robert.
Yeah.
He did. Robert did.
Good. I want you to think about for a minute. You guys have followed one serious conversation, a genuine conversation, all the way through. It makes sense. You understood the words.
There was
you got
one
the
joke in
context.
there. Did Robert invent the radio?
Yeah,
That
right.
seemed like they was kind of joking.
They were. You're exactly. And that's why this. Oh, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it might happen. Somebody's installing a radio in her generation. Who invented the radio?
Uh,
Back in the
Or
50s,
did
when
Robert
you went to
invent-
Mexico?
But again, I love the fact that this book is teaching you a genuine conversation, and here we are 8 weeks into this class, and you guys are understanding good conversations, and you're able to make big sentences. So I like what you did last week. I want to give her a gold star for making a very complex sentence. Feel free to do that when you're doing your
Just
sentence.
use integrals.
On page 50, on page 60, when you have the big conversation sentences you're making, feel free to get jiggy with it. Get inventive with it.
Oh, man.
Have some fun. Make complex
Pull the back
sentences.
out on.
On page 50,
So page 60, I'm sorry, 60, you're going to make sentences.
yeah, the very bottom word on the lower left,
On page 60?
should, page 50, yeah.
Okay, page 50.
Shouldn't that be circumference
Where you at, page 50?
Page 50.
Page 50. Circumferencia, circumference, yes.
No, it should be an M.
Should be what?
It is an N, it should be an M.
But in Spanish, they use an N. That's not misspelled.
Really?
No, that's correct.
Because it's used again up there on the front. The next one,
Circumstance?
yeah,
You know, it's on purpose. They do use an N instead.
use an N.
Yeah, there's a rule about that, but I can't remember right now. But I remember we had that question. I think it's because
Tell them I said that.
I remember there's some about when an N is followed by a consonant that causes you to close your lips, that N becomes an M,
Oh.
but
Yeah, but we did paralyze.
you don't close your lips to go from N to N. It's something weird like that. It's just, I'm sorry. I'm glad you caught that, Marvin. That's a really good catch. Good catch.
Okay.
Any other questions? ¿Alguna otra pregunta? ¿Alguna otra pregunta? Any other question?
No preguntas.
Okay, we're supposed to do.
No.
No preguntas.
Oh, I should have said, ¿hay preguntas? ¿Hay preguntas?
No, I forget.
Are there any? No, hay preguntas. Good.
Escuche de la instrucción. Instructor.
Huh?
Escucha what?
That's the instructions.
Okay, la instrucción del profesor. Good.
Teaching at different
You know, I use that
So,
question
like he said, this is
at the end of my Bible
past.
studies. I say,
Hay preguntas? We should go play golf.
Hay preguntas, that's correct.
It's a standing joke between us, because I invited him to go play golf so many times. And every time he still